Let's be real. Most people hate the idea of selling. It feels slimy or pushy or manipulative. Today, I'm gonna show you how to sell without feeling sleazy and instead sell in a way that feels authentic, helpful, and honestly exciting. Because if you can shift the way you see sales, you realize it's one of the most honorable things that you can do. So firstly, there's a mindset shift. You're not selling, you're solving. And the biggest shift you have to make is selling isn't about pushing people to buy. Selling is about helping people solve real problems. If you focus 100% on the other person, their pain, their goals, their dreams, sales stops being about you and starts being about service. When you're aligned with this, you'll never feel sleazy again. So, how to sell without feeling sleazy. It's a step-by-step. The first is lead with curiosity, not an agenda. Instead of showing up thinking, how do I get them to buy? Show up asking, can I actually help them? Which is great because then you're qualifying both sides. They're not just qualifying you if you can do the job, you're qualifying them if you can actually help them. And just a quick little anecdote, the salesperson always has leverage in the very beginning of the conversation because if they booked a call and they showed up, that means they have a problem that needs solving. They need something from you. So you have leverage in the very beginning. That aside, use your first conversations to learn what are they struggling with? What's the cost of doing nothing? What are they hoping for? And the key question here would be, what would it mean to you if you solve this? And the more you lean into that curiosity, the more natural the conversation feels for both of you. Secondly, only sell to people you can truly help. That's as common sense as it gets. And this one's simple. If you can help them, you owe it to them to offer. If you can't, you point them somewhere better. That's it. It's that simple. When you stop trying to close everybody, you stop feeling pushy, because you're only making offers where there's real alignment. And the more willing you are to walk away from a sale, the more trustworthy you become. Earlier this year, I did exactly this. I had someone that hopped on a sales call and it was a follow-up call. So this is the one where they make the decision essentially. We hop on, they're like, all right, what's the next step? And I was like, hey, I'm gonna reverse close you. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can't take you. I can't take you on. And they wanted to buy from me so bad after that, which is so funny because they're like, wow, this person's honest. They would turn down our money because I knew I couldn't help them. I'm like, you're not the right fit for what we have going on. And it was so funny to like see their faces because they're like, well, like, should we hang out? Like, what's the next, what do we do now? And I pointed them to another service provider that I thought would be a good fit. This line here where it talks about the more trustworthy you become, that's just the truth. And that's just being honest. Like, if you can help someone, help them. And if you can't, don't, like, don't take them on. So thirdly, present the options. Don't pressure people. When it's time to make the offer, you stay calm, you stay neutral, and you simply present the option without attachment. Use words like, here's what I'd recommend based on what you told me. If you want, I can walk you through what working together would look like. There's no pressure either way. I just want to make sure you have all the information you need to make the best decision for yourself. So the golden rule in this section would be give people all the information they need, then let them decide. And sometimes that's why objections come up, is because you didn't give them all the information that they needed. And then we go back into the loop here. Fourthly, make it safe for them to say yes or no. So most people aren't scared of buying, they're scared of making a mistake. Your job is to make it safe either way. Offer a clear guarantee if you can, if you have one. Talk about that a lot in the offer episodes. De-risk the decision. Show empathy for their fear of messing up, because everybody has that going into something. Nobody wants buyer's remorse. So a key phrase that you can use is, whether you decide to move forward or not, I want you to feel good about your decision. And that's got to be truthful and authentic. So the less pressure they feel, the more trust they feel. And trust is what closes deals. They know you, they like you, they trust you. Fifthly, detach from the outcome and attach to the process. So detach from needing them to say yes. Attach to showing up the right way every single time. So show up with honesty, with clarity, with service, with no hidden agenda. And a winning mindset would be, some will, some won't. So what? Next. When you detach emotionally, you sell with calm confidence, and ironically, you will close more deals. That's just the way it is. Every time I've ever been sold something, it's because the salesperson was great. I'm thinking of the exact behavior of the people that I purchased from, and they were laid back. It was very calm. Here's your options. No sweat. Have you thought about this? Why are you thinking about? And it's just guidance. It's just like being part of that process. And it's honestly, it's a lovely thing. If you can find someone trustworthy to sell you something you actually need, beautiful. And to be on the flip side, to recap, how to sell without feeling sleazy, lead with curiosity, not an agenda, only sell if you can truly help, present options, don't pressure, make it safe to say yes or no, detach from the outcome, stay focused on showing up right. Ethical sales isn't about tricking people. Ethical sales is about empowering people. So when you show up with honesty, clarity, and a heart to serve, you don't just make sales, you make an impact. You earn lifelong customers, you earn referrals, you build a brand people trust, and trust is the ultimate currency. If you can live by this, you'll never need to feel salesy another day in your life. You'll just be someone who solves problems and gets rewarded for it. If you want my guide on selling, like my sales framework or how to overcome different sales objections, there's going to be a guide in the show notes. Click that. It's free. Want you to have it, and let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.